Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Quintiverse. My name is Quinn, and welcome to this very special video that we are going to dive into today because we got some big news. We got some big news for all Nintendo players out there. We got the reveal, finally, after speculation, after countless Nintendo Directs, and after just so many rumors and just leaks and so much, we actually got a first look, a first reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. Now there is so much about this that is in question. Like, first of all, my wife brought this up to me actually. She was wondering if the new Nintendo console would have a different name. And I actually had a feeling that it might be called the Nintendo Switch 2 or maybe the Nintendo Switch Ultimate or something. Something like that means upgrade, just because like the Nintendo Switches are still flying off shelves. They're still very popular, and Nintendo is still making a lot of Nintendo Switch games, and whatever the next console will be, it would be an upgraded version of that. Now, there is a lot that we're going to dive in today because in this one video that Nintendo posted, they actually revealed a lot. And this is going to lead to more conversations happening, more speculation, more predictions, and I am actually here to just kind of help dissect this and just give my honest opinion about all that we see from this trailer. Now, so here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna actually watch the trailer together. And I'm gonna give my full just analysis of the trailer, meaning we're gonna dive deep into some things I like, some things that I'm like, and then just some speculation. We're gonna have some speculation discussions, and if you guys have anything on your mind, or if you guys have a reaction or anything from this trailer that you've gotten, I encourage you guys to share it in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys think about this, because we've been waiting for news about this for quite some time. Nintendo players everywhere have been waiting for something like this for a while. And when I immediately saw this, I was like, I need to go on YouTube and talk about this. So we're going to talk about this right now. But before we do it, I encourage each and every one of you to hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on that bell for all notifications so you guys will know either when I am uploading or live streaming. I haven't live streamed in a while, but we're going to get those back in the future. I promise you that. Follow me on social media. I have the banner right up here. Follow me on social media for both Twitter, aka X, and Instagram. You guys will get all kinds of updates on like my reactions to things. I react to gaming news. Sometimes I post about gaming. Sometimes I post about non-gaming related stuff, like my hobby wrestling. But follow me on social media, and you can keep up with all the news and updates and my reactions to them. So here, first thing we're gonna do before discussing the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer is we're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna get into just my analysis of the entire thing. All right. Let's go. Okay, everybody. Okay. So we are going to watch this trailer right here. All right. Let's go. There we go. Already starting with the bigger screen. You know there was going to be a bigger screen. There we go. USB right there. USB. There we go. Okay. USB, regular USB-A as well. Okay, there we go. Not only bigger Joy-Cons right there. But they're actually getting a little bit of a redesign right here. I love how just the Joy-Cons are. Okay, the Joy-Cons make it a little bigger size was a problem for some people. That's another thing I like. They just snap on the side. It says just boop, boop, they snap. the Nintendo Switch 2, baby. And right here, this is one of the big things right here. We get our first look at Mario Kart 9, is what it seems. We get our first look at Mario Kart 9. And this is something I'm also going to talk about right here. That's the Nintendo Switch 2, ladies and gentlemen. Releasing in 2025. Play Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. So we're going to have some backwards compatibility. And with the 2, you can actually play regular Nintendo games. And we're going to get a Nintendo Direct about this on April 2nd of this year. Woo! Okay. Alright. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. That is the reveal. That is the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, there is a lot going into this. There is a lot going into this that I just can't wait to get into, you know, when there's... So I'm going to just start with the basics. So I'm going to start with the design. Now, the design, of course, we all knew that it was going to be bigger. We all knew that it was going to be like just more of an HD screen. The Joy-Cons would be bigger. We knew the size was going to be increased, but one thing I actually like about it, it seemed like, now this may sound a little weird, but it actually seems like it has more of a thicker layout. Like it actually is going to be more bulkier, which honestly I like, you know? It's going to be a little bit more bulkier, and we kind of, so I'm not going to say we figured that, but I guess when it comes to an upgrade, because there will be Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive gaming on it, it makes sense that this is going to be a more powerful hardware, you know? It's very clear that the Nintendo Switch 2 is not just going to be a regular upgrade. It's going to be more hardware. Can play not only Switch games good, but also it can play Nintendo Switch 2 games. Now, there is a lot to dissect about this when it comes to the design. You know, I've heard some people actually say that the design seems too bland because, you know, Nintendo seems like they have this new console, but like they don't want to... It's like this. They have this new console, but they kind of want it to be a little bit different. They knew it was going to be somewhat similar to the Switch because there's no way Nintendo would not just like, you know, stop releasing Switch games. There's still a good amount. There's still a lot of Switch games that is planning to be released later in the year. And like for instance, they just released Donkey Kong Country Returns HD for the Switch. You know, so the new console was obviously going to be compatible with that, if anything. So there is a lot about the designs. I mean, I've heard mostly mixed views. In my opinion, I don't really mind it because this is coming from a guy who actually got the regular Switch. I never got the blue and red Joy-Cons. I got actually the black Joy-Cons, and the reason why I got that is because this was when the Switch was being sold out of shelves, and I just grabbed the Switch right there. I purchased the Switch from GameStop when I could because they were selling out so much, you know? And now it seems like they're going with sort of like a more black colored design, but with red and blue hints more at the Joy-Cons. It may change, you know. And I guess I don't really mind the designs because, like, let me show you guys something. So this is right here. This right here is my Switch. You know, I got right here. This is the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom design that my wife got me. And when it comes to this, you can tell there's gonna be designs for that. So like, the design doesn't really bug me at all, just because like I care more about how it runs, the new software we're gonna get, how powerful it is compared to the Switch. So that's gonna definitely be an interesting thing to go along. I mean, if you like the designs, that's fine. If you don't, let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know how you guys like to improve it. But there is like a lot that they're... So there is some, not a lot, but there is some that they're actually trying to get to the Nintendo Switch 2. One of the things I saw that they're actually giving additional slot for USB slot, so it's not just USB-C, I believe it's now USB-A, if I'm getting this right. So they're introducing a USB-A slot, which is pretty good because that was the one thing that was kind of missing from the Switch. I mean, whenever someone's plugging in anything USB related, it's usually C nowadays for a lot of consoles, especially consoles that you carry on. But now they're actually including an additional slot, and that could mean stuff like headphones, so you don't have to always go with the headphone jack option. That could mean other connections as well. So that's pretty nice, you know. I actually like that. But there's not much of a difference other than that. The other thing I can think of from what we saw in the trailer is that they have a new and improved stand. Instead of just a little one-legged stand that they got for the Switch, they got like a new stand that sets up on both sides, so you don't have to worry about the Switch dropping. To be honest, I feel like we should have got that with the original Switch to begin with, because the one-legged stand, I didn't really understand why we got that in the first place. You know, it just seems like, okay, so we got like a new and improved stand. That's great, but like, I'm wondering, why wasn't this stand in the first edition of the Switch? You know what I mean? Well, it just got this little right here. It's not that much different. Doesn't really matter that much, I guess, because I don't really play my Switch from the stand in the first place. But I usually either hold it or dock it and put it on the TV. But it's one of these little things it's one of these little minor details that I just kind of wondering, you know. And it's good that they at least improved it, so there'll be more accessibility when it comes to just playing it either by stand, so you don't have to worry about knocking over so easily. And it seems like the stand is just really flexible on it, so just a little good thing to note there, right there, you know? You know, another issue that I'm glad actually the Switch 2 seems to have remedied is the two Joy-Cons snapping together. Now, one thing I've noticed right immediately when I first watched this trailer is that now, for a regular Switch, you just take the Joy-Cons up off the Switch and then you dock the thing, and then to put the Joy-Cons there, you just slide it back in and slide the other one in. Now, this may not seem like a big deal for anyone, but like one thing I actually like is that they seem to just snap in from just the side, like, and then you got it in. I actually like that better, just because now, I don't know if anybody else have this, but since I have the first edition of the Switch, the Joy-Cons I have right now are getting a little worn down, and when I snap them in sometimes, this isn't a major issue, but when I snap it in while I'm playing on handheld mode, sometimes the Switch thinks that the Joy-Cons are taken off for a second or slipped out, and then I lose control of one of the Joy-Cons in mid-gameplay. Now, some of you guys might not have this problem, but like, this might be a tiny little tidbit, just because like you can always just buy new Joy-Cons, or you can just simply dock it and play with the Pro Controller like I do. But I actually like that they just snap on through a port right here, through the Joy-Con ports. It just seems more efficient, and I feel like the Nintendo Switch won't have to worry about any kind of sliding issues, because if you got an older Switch console, you actually might know what I mean. But I think that's just a little bit of a good thing too, just because like that's just kind of to be honest, that's kind of like a little thing that I was just wondering myself. I just think that it's gonna prove to be less of an issue if anybody else is going for that, you know what I mean? You know, one additional detail before I move on to the gaming aspect, I mentioned earlier that the Switch 2 has USB-A ports, which is incorrect. I took another look at the trailer, just because I actually have the trailer pulled up right here, and I'm just going through it just in case I'm missing any additional details, because I'd rather not miss any details in this analysis video. But one thing I've noticed is that the second port is not a USB-A, it's a USB-C. I took a look at it and actually compared the two ports that were on the Switch 2, and they're actually identical, which means that the Switch is going to get a second USB-C port. Now, this doesn't really change my opinion of this, because this is still good. This is actually a great upgrade, because the regular Switch only had one USB-C port, and that port was mostly used for things like either charging your Switch or using accessories or just docking it in general. But a second USB-C port actually is a great thing, because if you purchase any Switch accessories that requires that port, you can either use that, and you still need the additional port for the first port, for anything else like charging. That actually solves that issue. So putting a second USB-C port on there is actually pretty nice, you know. Just wanted to throw that out there, just because like I didn't really think much of it. My opinion still stands when it comes to the USB-C, or the USB-A, I should say. But just in general, my conclusion on that is it's a really good upgrade. Not to mention, honestly, I pretty much like it. And I honestly think it's going to bring a lot of accessibility when it comes to the Switch, when it comes to using Switch accessories as well. So this is a part where I'm actually, it gets me excited, but I'm also a little bit conflicted because like, this is a part that everyone is talking about. So let's talk about the Mario Kart footage in this trailer. Now, I want to remind you guys that this is not exactly an official Mario Kart 9 reveal. Like, for example, that would have its own video dedicated to Mario Kart 9 itself. It seems to me that they're actually using Mario Kart footage just to show the new games that's going to come out. Because one of the things, I actually talked to my wife about this because she's a big Nintendo fan as well. One of the things we were speculating is, we were kind of speculating what would be the first game of the Switch 2. What would be the first official game of Switch 2? And one of my predictions, if not my top prediction, was Mario Kart. And the reason why for that is because if you think about it, we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe very early in the Switch, you know? And that game was made because the original Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U didn't get as much love due to the Wii U's poor sales. And now that we got, not only did they release Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, they also gave it bonus content by the Booster Course DLC, which honestly helped Mario Kart players actually have a lot of playability in it. Like, as you guys already know, I played through the entire Booster Course throughout the channel. I encourage you guys to check it out, by the way. Links on my channel. But one thing I've noticed from this right here is this Mario Kart footage in the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer looks very different. Like, for example, I don't think I know this track looked very different, and some of the character models look different as well, which honestly pointed to me that this was a new Mario Kart game. Now the models being changed looks very visible, as you guys already know. I don't know if you guys caught this while watching the trailer, but Donkey Kong looks very, very different. He looks very different. He looks like a mix of Donkey Kong Jr. and, I don't know, he looks like a mix of Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong from the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah, I mean, with Seth Rogen and stuff like that. That's what he looks like. Which, I don't know if that's what they're going for. I don't know if they're trying to give Donkey Kong a new redesign. I hope not. But, or if that's maybe, I even thought, is this Donkey Kong Jr.? But I'm like, how? We haven't seen Donkey Kong Jr. in years. Like, why would this be Donkey Kong Jr.? But, like, I'm just kind of curious about what this is. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this also is because there's been a lot of discussion on the graphics of the trailer. Like, as you guys see, the graphics at first glance doesn't look that bad, but there are people who did a comparison between these Mario Kart graphics and the graphics from Mario Kart 8. And I'm going to pop it right here for you guys right now. As you can see, this is a big difference, and the picture on the left is the Mario Kart 9 footage that we got from the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer, and the one on the right is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe gameplay, I believe. And there is a big difference. Of course, at first glance, you can tell that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe does look better. It looks graphically better to me just because it looks more cleaner. It looks more like, it's almost like Mario is more just smooth, realistic, you know. The lighting is a little bit better and stuff, and just this version right here just kind of looks a little too, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of just looks too, like, the contrast is off and the brightness and everything, and just the character models are just a little bit different than what it was before, you know. But I kind of want to, I have some theories about this. Like, I'm not going to take it seriously just because this, for all we know, since this is not an official Mario Kart 9 reveal, this obviously is probably development footage. Like, this is not raw game. This is not like raw game footage of the final product. This may be just either beta footage or maybe it's development footage. We're not sure. You know, we can't really tell unless the actual trailer of Mario Kart 9 comes out. Then we can give a full dissecting of the entire thing, because they didn't say anything about Mario Kart 9. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I gotta take a little bit of a water break. Woo! Okay, that's much better. So, they didn't say anything about Mario Kart 9 in this video. They just showed it. They just showed this trailer just to introduce the Nintendo Switch 2. So, I don't want to speculate too much and judge this game too much. I'm gonna wait till more footage of Mario Kart 9 comes out. We don't know if this is going to be officially called Mario Kart 9. We don't know if this is going to be the final graphics of the game. I kind of doubt it. I actually do doubt it. And I think there's a good chance that Mario Kart actually does I think Mario Kart actually will be the first game release. Now, I'm going to get to that in a second, because there's actually some things I actually want to talk about when it comes to that. I do think that I have other theories about what the first games will be, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I think we should all just kind of wait and be patient, because I know a lot of people online are just speculating, why is the graphics worse? Why is graphics worse than Mario Kart 8? You know, why do they look off or something like that? And my comment is, let's just all wait until the official footage comes out, because I am curious about what Mario Kart 9 is. And it seems like we're going to get that very soon, now that the Switch 2 has been released. The Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2 will be in April 2nd of 2025, aka this year. So we might get some news there. We're obviously going to get more news about the Nintendo Switch 2, and for all we know, they're going to reveal the first game of the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's just wanted to put my view out there, my analysis of that. But overall, I can't wait to see what Nintendo got in store for us, you know? So the last thing I wanted to discuss with you guys is the options for first reveal games. Like, there's going to be, of course, more than one Nintendo Switch 2 game released this year. But what are they going to be? You know, we already know Mario Kart 9 is coming from the little teaser in this first look trailer of the Switch 2. But what else is there, you know? Now, I want to talk about that, and let's start with some of the top games that Nintendo is going to announce. Like, for example, we have Legend of Zelda. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry, I just took another drink of water. But there's some people speculating that we're going to get another Zelda game for the Switch 2, because I think the first game for the Switch 1 was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I actually thought about that, and I actually don't think that's the case, you know? I could be wrong, but one thing about I kind of pay attention to is that we just got the release of Tears of the Kingdom for the Nintendo Switch. Not to mention, we got other games such as Echoes of Wisdom as well. And it came out really recently, as of last year, you know? I'll be really surprised that they have another Zelda game ready for us by the time the Switch 2 comes out. Now, I could be wrong, because it could be something like a remake. Like, I am looking forward to the day when they release Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for the Switch. And now it seems like we might get that for the Switch 2, or we get Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. That's going to be great too. And if we get a Zelda game, it might be a remaster or remake or something like that, you know? But I am interested in that. That's one of the things, my prediction. I don't think we're going to get a brand new game. We could be wrong. I could be wrong, excuse me. But that's kind of my speculation on that. If we're going to get any Zelda game, we might get a remake of that, which I wouldn't mind at all, because I didn't play that much Zelda games growing up, and I got into it. I really got into Zelda when I hit high school, and that was kind of one of my regrets, because I didn't enjoy Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or Wind Waker or Twilight Princess until later in my life, when I was in high school or college. So I would love to enjoy those games more now that I'm an adult, and I would like to enjoy those games more on the channel for all you guys as well, you know? And so the next game I wanted to talk about when it comes to possible releases of the Nintendo Switch 2 is Animal Crossing. Now, there was other titles that I was speculating, like Kirby and Pokemon, and I'll get to those in a second, but I want to talk about Animal Crossing. Now, you guys might not notice about me, but I actually just turned into a big Animal Crossing fan. You know, I never played Animal Crossing on the channel, but I play Animal Crossing, New Leaf, and New Horizon all the time with my wife. Now, I got into this because my wife introduced me to New Horizon because I actually bought it for her a couple years ago, and she fell in love with that, and she actually encouraged me to play it, and I actually tried it out myself, and I actually loved that game too. The game may not be so popular with most Animal Crossing players out there. I can understand why, but me and my wife enjoy Animal Crossing New Horizon. We don't play it that much, but when we do play New Horizon, we do enjoy it. But back to the topic of the new Animal Crossing game. I do think that there is a big possibility where we're going to get a new Animal Crossing title. And the reason for that is because the Animal Crossing, it's been a while. It's been a long while since we actually got a new game or any kind of big news for Animal Crossing. If you think about it, like we got New Horizon in 2020, and we haven't really gotten anything big. We gotten more, I think, updates for Pocket Camp, but I never played Pocket Camp, so I really can't say. But if you think about it, we never really got any big Animal Crossing news. And I think when the Switch 2 comes out, that could be the chance where a new Animal Crossing game might unveil, and I'm all for it. You know, like, honestly, I'm looking forward to when Animal Crossing is out, because I actually would like to try it, maybe in a stream on a channel. I might not do a full gameplay. I don't know how you do a full gameplay of Animal Crossing. Like, it's more of a cozy game, if you guys get my drift, but I wouldn't mind coming on here and giving you guys like a little bit of a stream with Animal Crossing, because that actually would be fun. You know, that actually would be fun. And it's interesting to see what they do with this next Animal Crossing, because they ventured into the more of an island vacation when it came to New Horizon. Now, what are they going to do? What theme are they going to do? Are they going to go back to the city? Are they going to go to a village? Are they going to go to more of like an island format? Is there going to be a mixture of some? There's so much speculation that I encourage you guys to look into. There is a lot of content creators out there, especially Animal Crossing content creators, that has a lot of great speculation, and I encourage you guys to go watch them, because it's just fun to see what Nintendo's gonna release for the next major Animal Crossing project. So it's gonna be so for all Animal Crossing players out there, I encourage you guys to keep your eyes peeled for any big news, and hopefully we do get something that will honestly sweep us off our feet and get us back into the joy of Animal Crossing, you know. But like, I'm not really like a pro Animal Crossing, not a pro, that's the wrong word. I'm not a veteran Animal Crossing player like most. I got into Animal Crossing in New Horizon, and because of New Horizon, before the 3DS and Nintendo eShop closed, I actually bought New Leaf. So that was pretty fun. So I kind of wanted to just get you guys' opinions and comments on what you guys think of that. If you guys are Animal Crossing players, and do you guys think that they're going to release a new Animal Crossing game for the Switch 2 very soon? Tell me what you guys think down below. I would love to hear it, you know? We also have more like just games that are announced to come out, like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. That's coming out this year, so that most likely will be for the Switch 2. But I also want to talk about Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, Pokemon Legends is, of course, it's basically a new side game in the Pokemon series that we all love. It takes a break away from like the mainline stories of going to a new region, going to fight the gym battles, and facing off against a champion, and it ventures it into a whole new adventure where it has very unique mechanics that actually make it a little bit more realistic, you know? And for those of you out there, I actually did a gameplay of Pokemon Legends Arceus on there, so you guys might know what I'm talking about. You know, I love when you can sneak in grass, sneak up on Pokemon, don't have to get into battles with them. You can just simply throw them and catch them. That is really good mechanics, and I can't wait to see the new mechanics that's going to come back for ZA as well. Because one of the big gimmicks that we most likely will get back is Mega Evolution, and I actually can't wait for that. But I want to talk about, will this game be available for the Nintendo Switch 2? So the short answer is yes, I do believe that the game will be available for the Nintendo Switch 2. That could be one of the mainline games, and I'm sure Nintendo is already ramping up for that as well, because I'm sure they would like to show off the new power and new graphics with a good Pokemon game right there, you know. So that's going to be a good game, a good first game for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, will it be the first game? I don't think so, but it will be one of the games released this year for the Nintendo Switch 2. And I actually can't wait to see that game on the new console, because you can tell the new stories, new mechanics, and old mechanics returning from Legends Arceus that I can't wait to explore. I'm sure you guys can't wait to explore, and there's so many other factors of ZA that we need to still look into, because we're going back to the Kalos region, which Pokemon XY had its problems, but I actually had good memories with that game. You know, I didn't. There are some people who did not like the game, who just thought the game was terrible and stuff. I never thought XY was terrible. I just think it didn't reach its full potential. But I actually can't wait for us to go back to that region and actually play a Pokemon Legends story in that region. So that's going to be exciting, and it's going to be great to see what it looks like on the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Let me know what you guys think down below. I can't wait to hear you guys' comments as well too. So the last game that I want to speculate that might be coming for the Switch 2 very soon is, of course, Kirby. Now, there may not be a new Kirby game coming out soon. The reason why I say that is because I feel like Nintendo would want to continue the gameplay style of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I believe the game was called, you know. Or I almost said Kirby and Forgotten City. I think it's the Forgotten Land, but they want to continue that gameplay of that game, the 3D aspects, because we don't really get that much 3D Kirby games. Like, what I mean is like 3D going all around sections instead of a 2D side scroller. We don't get that many of them, and I actually feel like they're gonna develop a new 3D Kirby game for us to enjoy. So that would be good to speculate from, because I actually really enjoyed Forgotten Land. I actually bought that game for my wife, and we actually played that game 2-player. She was Kirby, I was Waddle Dee. Now, I got to use Kirby a little bit, but we played through the entire game and beat it. And I gotta admit, the game was pretty nice, you know. I actually really enjoyed the story. I actually really enjoyed the graphics. The soundtrack was pretty good. And I actually enjoyed the bosses art there too. So I actually can't wait to see what the next Kirby game is, and will there be one released this year as one of the first games on the Nintendo Switch 2? Well, I don't know about one of the games released this year. I think we might get another major Kirby title next year for the Switch 2. I'm assuming that the Switch 2 is going to come out maybe in the fall, because usually major consoles or major games fall in that category in that season. So that's going to be my prediction when it comes to Kirby, and hopefully Nintendo will give us some news on the new titles as time goes on, you know? Okay guys, that basically wraps up my analysis on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the upcoming games that may or may not come out this year or next year. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, I know I'm not good at these kind of analysis videos. I'm hoping to get better, because I don't do them very often, you know? I usually do them when the Nintendo Direct comes out and I want to react to all the new games that come out. But I actually really want to make this a regular thing. I actually want to make more, like when big game news like the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, or a major game that comes out that I like, I actually want to do more analysis videos where we talk about the game, or talk about the console, talk about the possibilities that we may get. I actually really like doing this, you know, and I hope you guys like it too. I know it's different from my regular videos, and there will be more gameplays coming soon, but I'm hoping to do more gaming updates and analysis videos as time goes on, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I will get better at this, I promise. You know, the more videos I do, the more I'll get better. But I really at least hope you guys enjoyed this analysis video, and next time hopefully we'll be looking at the Nintendo Switch Direct, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct videos. That's coming out in April 2nd. and probably a couple days afterwards, I'll have a video ready for you guys to kind of dissect everything about that video and the reveals. Whew, I feel like I'm talking for hours. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Greatly helps our channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on the bell for all notifications so you guys will know either when I'm uploading or streaming. Follow me on social media. Right here we have the banner up here. Follow me on social media on X and Instagram so you guys can get all kinds of updates that I post regularly, either by gaming updates or non-gaming related content like wrestling, for example. That's one of my hobbies. If you guys enjoy wrestling, then you guys are going to enjoy hopefully my posting updates. So I will be posting more, and we'll be incorporating more social media in 2025, but for now we're going to start with Instagram and X, because I actually have some plans for the social media to implement that as well, you know. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys. God bless, and have a great rest of your day. Woo!